Hello, Mr. Matek here. Today, I'm going to show you how to start editing videos on your phone using a free video editing app called CapCut. If that sounds interesting to you, then stick to the end. So to get started, the first thing you need to do is to download CapCut on your phone. And you have to visit your App Store. That would be the App Store if you're using your iPhone, or the Google Play Store if you're using an Android device. On the App Store, all you have to do is search for the term CapCut. CapCut should be the first app that displays. You can go ahead and install it on your device. After you install CapCut, this is the first thing you'll see once you launch the application. To start editing videos, you must first tap on New Project. Then you'll have the option to select all the videos that you need for your project. Put it in mind that it's going to select the videos according to how you press them. So the first video you tap on will be the first video on your timeline. I'm going to tap on the circle at the top right corner of the clip. So you see, it gets the tag number 1. Once I'm done selecting all the videos that I need for my project, I'm going to move on to the Photos section. At this Photos tab, I can select all the photos that I need for my project and click on Add. The videos have appeared on my timeline. If you wish to add more videos or photos to your project, just simply tap on this plus button here. Go ahead and add more photos and videos that you forgot to add to your timeline. The timeline is a really small place because you're working with your phone. So if you wish to see all the videos on your timeline, you might have to pinch in so it will zoom out so you can see all the videos on your timeline. If after importing my videos, I notice that I did not arrange the videos the way I want, I can simply tap on any video or footage and move it wherever I want to undo whatever you've done. This undo button will help you do that. So you can simply undo everything you've done. And if you change your mind about undoing what you've just undone, just simply tap this to redo. At the left-hand side of your timeline, you will notice this area that displays the length of your video. Use this play button to display exactly what you've edited so far. So if you wish to view your work on a full screen, this is the button you'll tap, so you can view it on a bigger screen to notice maybe some things that you might not notice on that small player. And when you're done viewing, you can simply tap on this button to return to the timeline. One of the first things that you must do when you want to edit a video is to decide what platform you're editing your video for. To choose an aspect ratio for your video, tap on this ratio, and you will notice that it displays different aspect ratios, and you get a logo describing what platform you're choosing. For instance, this 9:16 is best for TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And this square format, the 1:1, is good for Instagram and Facebook. And this 16:9 is good for widescreen, your TV screen, your laptops, and the rest. Let's say I'm editing a video for YouTube Shorts. All I would have to do is to tap on this TikTok 9:16 format. Once I'm done tapping that, I'll tap on this check mark. You'll notice that the video is not displaying the way I'd like. To make this thing become full screen, first of all, tap on the clip that you wish to zoom in and then pinch out to zoom in. You can also tap on the screen to move the footage around till you get a position that you want. You can do the same for the rest of the clips. Zoom in, zoom out, however you want to position the clip. So if I replay this, you will notice that it looks more like a video for TikTok or YouTube Shorts. I want to make a video for full screen, so I'm undoing everything I've done. Now that we have our clips on our timeline and the correct aspect ratio, the next step is to trim the clips however we want. Let's say I want to trim this clip to stop right after this yellow car passes the screen. All I have to do is to tap on the video and tap on the end here and drag it to the playhead. All the parts after that area will disappear. So you see, after the yellow car, it moves on to the next clip. If I want to cut out the beginning part of this video, same thing. I want the video clip to start where this playhead is right now. I will just tap on this end here and drag it to where the playhead is. There is another way to do it. Let's say I want this particular clip to end here. I can also tap on the clip and tap on split. Thereafter, I can press the delete option to delete it. Whenever you tap on split, it will split your video right where the playhead is. So another thing that you might want to learn how to do is to crop into your clip. Let's say this video, the way it is now, if I want it to be a bit zoomed in, all I have to do is to tap on the video, pinch out to zoom in a bit, and then my footage becomes like that. Another way to do that would be to use the crop option. Just tap on the footage and scroll over till you see the edit option. After I click on crop, I can either use the free transform, but since we're using a big screen, we're going to go with the 16:9. Make sure it's set to 16:9 so it retains the aspect ratio of your screen. It zooms into the area where you cropped in. Once you are done, press the check mark. You see it applies to your timeline. The next thing is to use this canvas option to fill in the places where the pictures or videos do not fill the entire frame of your video. For this case, I have a portrait picture which does not fit the frame of my video. I can use this canvas option to fill the entire frame if I want with a color, or I can use a background style. Another thing that you could do is to use the blur option. You can select whichever blur amount you want. One awesome feature that CapCut has is the ability to increase the brightness, saturation, and several other adjustments for your video. Let's say I shot a video that's a bit darker than I want. Just tap on the footage that you want to adjust and move over to this adjust option. Let's say I want to add a bit of brightness. Simply tap on brightness and drag the slider to the right hand side. It becomes way brighter than it was. If I want to darken the footage, all I have to do is to drag the slider to the left hand side, reduces or increases the brightness however I want. Same way with the contrast, drag it to the right or to the left to increase the contrast. Once you are done adjusting your picture to look as good as you want, simply tap on the check mark. One of the best features, I think, with the CapCut video editing app is the ability to add an overlay. As you can see, I'm using the overlay feature, and that is why you can see me and my phone screen at the same time. If you want to add an overlay, it is really easy. Let's say the video I want to add as an overlay is already on my timeline. All I have to do is to tap on that video and select overlay. So it will move that video to the overlay section. The overlay section is just below the main track. Now, if you observe, the overlay completely displaces the main track. Tap and drag the overlay however you want it. And you can as well apply the crop option to your overlay. I can simply just tap on the overlay, click on edit, and then I can crop the overlay however I want it. You can put the overlay side by side if you want. So the overlay appears side by side. And I'm sure you've seen videos like this. Two videos playing simultaneously. The next thing that you might want to do is to add filters to your video. Now, filters add a bit of sharpness, color, or whatever you want to introduce to your video to make it look better. Let's say I want to add a filter for this. All you have to do is to tap on the footage and tap on filters. Here you can apply different types of filters under live, food, movies, night scene, and the rest. Let's say I want to apply night scene for this clip. All I have to do is to tap on the night scene to see different night options. Then once I'm done selecting, I can tap on it to approve it. If you want to turn this clip into a black and white clip, just go to mono, and here you can tap any of the black and white options. Black and white 1, black and white 2, black and white 3. Once you are done setting the filter that you want, just tap on the check mark to approve it. You can also increase or reduce the amount of the filter. All I have to do is to drag the slider, reduce it so the filter becomes a bit subtle. Mind you, you can also increase or reduce the length of the filter. Now, because I tapped this on this particular clip, it applied only to that clip. It's hard to watch a video that you will not find text displayed on the video describing key moments in that video. CapCut has tons of options for you to add text to your video. If you want to add text to your video, simply return all the way back and scroll till you find text. On the text, tap on add text. Let's say I want to add a text like living in the city is fun. Once I'm done typing the text, I can choose a font for my text. Just choose whatever font you like. Let's say I want something like this. So after choosing a font for your text, You can move over to the style area to select a color. Let's say I want my text to be red. All I have to do is to tap on the red option. And if I want to add a stroke, add a black stroke or white stroke to my text. You can add the glow, a background, shadow, spacing, and make it bold or italic under the style section. You can even choose one of the preset styles for your text. Once you're done doing that, you can move over to the effects section to add maybe a text effect if you want. Play around till you find what you want. Then after that, you can move over to the animation section. This animation section allows you to animate the in point and out point of your text, because if you do not add animation to your text, you're going to get this abrupt entry and abrupt exit of your text on the screen, which is not very cool. But even one of these cool animations like the fading, this flipping, so you see it writes this out. And then this is for the in points. The out point is still going to leave your screen abruptly. Tap on the out section, and here you can add different out animation. And after choosing animation for your video, you can extend the length of your animation down here. So if I want to increase the length of the in animation, I can just simply drag and move the slider. If I want the length of the out animation, it is set to 1 second. I can just move the slider to where I want it. You can as well add stickers for your video. And just tap on sticker and then choose one of the many stickers that CapCut has. If I want to add an emoji, I'll just tap on this emoji section, and then I can choose maybe an emoji that represents my text. Just play around. The possibilities are endless. I'm going to add this cool sticker to my video. You can as well add animation for your sticker. Let's say in animation, bouncing or springing, and then add out animation. You could even add a loop if you want your sticker to dance around your screen while it's in display. Once you're done customizing your sticker, just press the check mark. So I can move my sticker where I want it to be. One of the coolest text options that CapCut has is the text-to-speech. Let's say you want to add this cool voice that reads out the text on your screen. Simply tap on this text-to-speech. There you can select different voices. One of the most popular voices that people use is Jesse.
Living in the city is fun.
All right, once you're done, just tap the check mark. The next thing that you might want to add to your video are transitions. To add a transition to your video, simply tap on this white area where two clips meet, and then you will have the option to select different transitions. You can add the black fade, the mix, the then and now, or you can add the white flash. I'm going to use the white flash for this video. Once you tap on that transition, you have the option to extend the length or the duration of that transition. Once I'm done, I'll just tap on the check mark. So it adds that transition to my timeline. I can do the same thing for every clip. One of the most important parts of video editing is sound. Once you're done editing a video, you might want to add sound effects and music to your video. Just simply tap on this audio, and here you can add a sound effect, or extract sound from any video file you have on your phone. You can even do a voiceover if you want. Let's say I want to add a sound effect for this transition here. I can just simply tap on effects. Here I can search for different effects that I want. This white transition looks like a camera flash, so I'm going to go with something related to camera shutter. Tap on the plus button to add it to my timeline, and I can reposition it where I want it by tapping on it and dragging it so it can be exactly where the transition is. Thereafter, I can split and delete the other parts of the sound effect I don't want. So after adding your sound effects, you might want to add music to your video. Simply tap on this sound option on the audio. Here you can search for different songs. You can select one of the genres. Once you find a song you like, simply tap on the plus button to add it to your timeline. Then you can move the audio around however you want it by tapping on the audio and putting it where you want it to start. So once you are done adding sound to your video, you might want to export your video. Simply tap on this option here at the top right corner. Here you can choose different resolutions, the 720p or 1080p, which is the set format, or you can even increase the quality to 2K, 4K. which is really large and will take some time to export. You can also set your frame rates, and once you are done setting your resolution and frame rate, simply tap on this option again to remove it from your screen. Thereafter, you can go ahead and tap on this export button to export your video. So I'm going to be dropping some advanced tutorial on how to use CapCut. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure to smash that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to leave your feedback down in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one.